Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's Monday, August 4th, 2025. Start of a new week, guys. New week, new day, filled with new opportunities. We're here to capitalize on these opportunities. As you guys know, what I'm mainly focused on and what this channel mainly focused on is profits or process over profits. And we're going to make sure we're patient, disciplined, and we execute to the best of our abilities today and the rest of this week. So let's see what trades we take. All right, guys, we have a potential long here if we get filled in the next 5 seconds. Ugh. You guys saw that was filled before the 8:30 time hit. So here we are. First trade of the day, guys. 8:30. Been sitting around waiting for 2 hours now. Price has kind of just been chopping around up here. Not much in terms of setups. There was a couple setups actually, but no actual entries. Price didn't pull back to the gaps that I needed and that were part of my strategy. So right now, this was the first one. As you guys saw, I entered right before the 8:30, which is my time to not trade. And I got the filled. So right now, what we're going to do is just wait around. You guys know my take profit strategy. It's either stop loss, get out for full -1R, or let the take profit get hit for full +2R. We don't control anything in between. And I'll come back and I'll update you guys here in a bit, let you guys know how it all plays out. Order filled. There you guys have it. Boom. Trade ended up working out pretty good. Went a little bit of drawdown here. Ended up working out in my favor. Let me see actually when we were filled on it. 8:29 with 59 seconds. I was so close to pressing the cancel all button because you guys know I do not trade during the lunchtime window, but I got filled right before it. And as you guys see here, price went up. Tapped into my full +2R, guys. Waited 2 whole hours before this trade. Did not take any setups through here. Waited until I got the valid setup. Once I got the valid setup that presented itself, made sure we were available, made sure we executed properly. Again, 1 millisecond away from not taking the trade due to my rules. But again, thankfully worked out in our favor for a full +2R. And now we're just going to wait. We'll be back after lunchtime around 10 o'clock, and we'll see what other trades we can take. I'll be back. Order filled right there, guys. Let me just go ahead and adjust my stop losses. Is pretty tight here. All right, guys, pretty straightforward. Came out of lunch. You guys see here, boom, price closed above. It is a gap right here, very small. But if you guys see here, boom, that is the gap. Price came in, tapped into it. I missed it the first time, waited for price to come back in, tap into it again the second time. As you guys see, I got in right there. And now, again, we're just along for the ride. Stop loss is this swing pivot right here. Pretty tight stop loss. You see here, 10.75 points. Pretty tight take profit as well, 21 points. So again, we're just along for the ride, making sure we are available whenever the setup presents itself. I don't know what direction it's going to go. I just need to be making sure that patient, discipline, executing to the best of my abilities and making sure I follow the plan. So I'll be back and I'll update you guys here in a bit. All right, guys, we were pretty close to getting stopped out there. It is what it is, right? Win some, lose some, making sure we're available when the setups do present themselves. So right now we're going to look for a short now. If we can get a setup per my rules, we'll jump in on one. If not, we'll just wait. Again, not forcing any trades, not going to go on bench trade, not going to go on tilt. Patient, calm, cool, collected, and we'll wait for the next setup. I'll be back. All right, guys, so we just got jumped in onto the trade. I wasn't able to record the entry, but here you guys see price came back up here, tapped into this. Basic continuation trade, you guys see here, boom. Price came close below that pivot, gave a gap right here. Price then came, tapped back into that gap. As you guys know, that is my entry. We are in. Stop loss is above this swing low, or swing high. And now we're just along for the ride, right? Been super patient, super disciplined since the last trade. Got out of that one around 10:40, currently 11:46. Waited around for an hour for a valid setup. We got one. Now we're in, making sure we're available. And now we're just along for the ride. We'll see how it all plays out, and I'll update you guys here in a bit. All right, guys, just got taken out of that trade right there for a full -1R loser. Again, guys, it is what it is. Don't control the outcome. Do control the process. Sometimes the outcome isn't what we want, but it's all right. We'll look for the next valid setup, and we'll see if we can get one more trade before probably around 12:30. Don't want to be taking another trade too close to market on close and balance. We'll see if we can. If not, I'll come back and show you guys the P&Ls on the day. Order filled. There you guys have it. So you guys see here, we got stopped out on this move. This move created change in state delivery. Boom, right there. Gap right here that you guys see. Price pulled back into it. Stop loss is swing pivot low. And again, guys, making myself available. I don't know what the outcome of this trade is going to be, but I understand that if I take the same setup over and over and over again, the probabilities are in my favor long term. And now we're just along for the ride. We'll see how it all wants to play out. Market on close and balance comes out at 12:50. So you guys know at 12:45, move my stop loss to break even if I'm still in this trade. And we're just going to wait around. We're going to see how it all plays out. Again, we don't control the outcome, only the process. I'll be back in a little bit, and I'll update you guys shortly. All right, guys. Stop filled right there. We are out of that trade, guys. Price just came down, took us out. Didn't really see much in profit on that setup, on that long. Again, it is what it is, right? We don't control the outcome. All we can control is the process. You win some, you lose some. It is what it is. I'll be back and I'll update you guys with the P&Ls. All right, guys, here we are on the Apex dashboard. Show you guys the accounts pretty quick. Just to run through the accounts. These are all the 20 accounts we have. Show you guys the executions we did. Finished the day with 4 trades, 3 losers, 1 winner. You guys can see here. There was some slippage in some of these trades, and that's why you guys see the bigger loss than about 120 bucks. It is what it is. Here you guys can see all executions and all that. My Fund Futures, again, minus 200 bucks. Nothing too crazy. Weekly loss, minus 200. Tradeify, again, 200 bucks. Nothing too crazy. Overall, pretty solid day. Followed my plan, followed the process. Again, as I keep mentioning, guys, that's the only thing we can control. The outcome, again, it's random. All I can do is make sure I manage my risk, make sure I manage my emotions, don't go on tilt, don't over leverage, and make sure we stick to it, right? This loss today was just 200 bucks. Again, 1 winning trade makes up for that. So there's no need for me to get all emotional and think, oh, my strategy doesn't work. Oh, like I need to go to the drawing board or do something. I'll do that. Change my plan. No, I'm not going to do that. I understand that there are losing streaks in my strategy. I know that pretty well. And I just got to make sure I continue to take the valid setups over and over and over again, because long term, I do have my edge and I will be profitable over the long term. So today we took a loss. It is what it is. Tomorrow we'll be back to execute exactly the same way we've been doing for the last couple weeks, and we'll see how it all plays out. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.